Hello Gemini, this is EJ with your reading for September 29th through October 5th, 2025. We start out with the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune says that things are going to turn for the better. Things are going to turn in your favor. Things are going to improve. There's a change, and it is, again, for the better. It's exciting. I feel like whatever blockages you had dissolve, right? It just dissolves. They go away. You start to see things opening. You start to see positive change come through. You start to look more positively towards your future. I do see unexpected developments when it comes to your home, to your situation, to your job. I do see that, but I see it in a good way. I feel like things again are just turning full circle, and things are just starting to get better for you. Okay, I do see things are definitely going to improve your overall situation when it comes to your whole entire environment, right? Your life, your business, your job, your relationships, your home. Again, things are just going to turn for the better. I love that is there, but let's see what else Spirit has. All right, Spirit, what else for Gemini? What else for Gemini, please? September 29th through October 5th, 2025. What do they need to know? What does Gemini need to know, please? What does Gemini need to know, please? What does Gemini need to know, please? What does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to know? Whoa. Okay, let me go ahead and do another shuffle because half the deck just came through. I feel like some of you are just waiting and you're not seeing any results as you know, as things evolve, as things change. But I feel like Spirit is telling you to hold on, to have faith, because when we start out with the Wheel of Fortune, it can't get any better than that, right? Well, it can get better than that, but Spirit is saying hold on, because things are about to turn in your favor. And then look at this, we have the Sun card. Beautiful, 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 because the Sun talks about a new beginning, a new happiness, right? A new joy, a lot of success. This is protection, right? This is protection and joy and successful phases in your life. Again, with the Wheel of Fortune being next to it, very positive, successful turn of events. Okay, and it looks really good. I feel like at this time you're going to start to feel a little less worried, a little, you won't have that heavy burden. Again, things are going to start to turn around for you. You're going to feel more energetic, more positive, more motivated, just more of that let's get it done kind of energy. And again, I feel like this is going to be in all areas of your life, not just career, but all areas of your life, because when I feel like when one thing is turning, the rest start to turn, right? Things just kind of, it's almost like a domino effect. But I really do feel like you're definitely going to start to feel a lot more successful, and just, things are going to really work out for you. It looks very good. And I feel like, again, you're going to have that sense of joy. Okay. Wow. 10 of Pentacles. Here we are. The 10 of Pentacles. Again, your foundation is starting to look better. When the 10 of Pentacles show up, it looks like there's going to be that stability that you're seeking here. A windfall of money that comes in for you, right? It's about being very prosperous and being able to enjoy all of the fruits of your labor, because this is a lot. It's you built this, right? You built the 10 of Pentacles, and it's a financial overflow, and it allows you to have that stability that you're looking for, and that success, and a strong solid foundation. For some of you, it's an unexpected windfall of money. Others of you, it's through a business or a job or an increase, a promotion, or maybe something you sold. Okay, but nonetheless, it looks like you're going to be able to enjoy a better life. as if you will, because this is exactly what this talks about, right? Not only is it about money, but it's also about you having a more happy foundation, you know, being able to enjoy life and not really having to stress about it. I mean, there's always going to be stress and worry, but I feel like with this, it's not going to be to the extent that we've been experiencing, you know, the last several years. So, you know, again, things are about to change in a very big way for you. And I feel like it's been a lot about change for us. If you're new, welcome. If you don't know, I am a double Gemini. So when I say we, us, that means me as well. Wow, look at that. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. But I feel like we've gone through such a hard time in our lives that things are about to change where we feel more fulfilled. Our cups are almost there, right? We're at the 9 of Cups and we're feeling good. We're feeling fantastic. You know, it could be that a wish got fulfilled, a dream of yours that you've always wanted, something that you've always, you know, you worked really hard. You worked really hard towards, and now you're going to start to see things change for you. Okay, and again, it could be, I mean, we have the money, so I'm going to say that it's career and it's your stability and your foundation, but it could be different things, right? It could be just life in general. It could be your relationships. You apply it how you see fit. All right, Spirit, what else? What else for Gemini, please? What else for Gemini? Wow, 6 of Pentacles. So again, with the 6 of Pentacles, this is an offer that is being given to you, an opportunity that is going to allow you to have more than enough, right? Think you're headed towards better times. There's a lot of wealth and prosperity. Could be investment. It could be, you know, just a lot of different things. But I feel like it could be a job opportunity that just turns your world around. You know, things are going to balance out for you in such a good way. Like, this just feels so calming and so not relaxing, but so calming and exciting at the same time. This isn't like, I feel like you're taking it all in, right? Like you're keeping it very close to your heart. All right, Spirit, what else for Gemini? What else for Gemini, please? What does Gemini need to know? I'm going to take a quick drink. Just give me a second. All right. Spirit, what do we have for Gemini? What do we have for Gemini? What do we have for Gemini? I feel like some of you have been really worried and overthinking the situation, you know, and you just, I mean, because that's what we do, right? As Geminis, you know, we're very intellectual, so we're always thinking. And I feel like sometimes we we do overthink a situation, even if it's good. Then we're like, what if this, what if that, right? And we have to let go of that. We have to just embrace the opportunities that come to us, and we have to accept it, right? Rather than overthink the situation, we just need to go with the flow, and then things just kind of, like I told you in the beginning, it's like a domino effect. Things start to just evolve and change in your life, okay? What else, Spirit, for Gemini? What else for Gemini, please? What else for Gemini? What else for Gemini, please? What else for Gemini? Spirit, there has to be more messages. What else for Gemini? 8 of Cups. This is something you really wanted, okay? Because the 8 of Cups is like, we really want this. You know, this is definitely going to allow us to walk towards what we want, right? And walk away from the things that have just kept us down, that didn't allow us to be happy, that didn't allow us to be our full potential, our full self, right? But this is something you want to move towards because it is better. It's going to be better. And I feel like wherever you're at now, you don't feel appreciated. You feel undervalued. And I feel that this change that is coming is a very good change, even though it's scary, because change is always scary. It's exciting and good at the same time. doing. And from what we could tell, this is something you truly want, because the Eight of Cups is like, I'm going to leave the situation that has been stressful behind, and I'm going to walk towards my wish fulfillment. I'm going to walk towards my success, right? So you see the Eight of Cups walking towards the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. Okay, so he's facing that. That means that he's walking towards that. That means we are walking towards what is going to bring us a lot of success, a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, and the stability that we're seeking. Okay, because again, this is you walking towards something that you truly want. And I feel like whatever that might be for you, it's going to be different for everybody, right? But I feel like whatever that might be for you, it's something that is really going to allow you to have a smile on your face, and allow your shoulders to relax. Because I honestly, my body just, you know, and I got to tell you, like, I was kind of tense, but my body's kind of like easing, like it's just relaxing, and I feel like the burden is being lifted. Okay, so Spirit is giving me this message for you. All right, Spirit, what else for Gemini? What else for Gemini, please? What else for Gemini, please? What else for Gemini, please? Okay, we have the Knight of Wands. I love the Knight of Wands because it's all about taking action, right? The Knight of Wands is a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius, but he's like, or she, you know, this is a general reading. Let me get on this horse. Let me go towards the things that I want with excitement, with enthusiasm, right? With motivation, with determination, right? This is you just being like adventurous, right? And just moving on, changing jobs, moving house, starting your own business, just taking action towards the things that you want, right? And that's what you're doing. This is what you desire, and this is what you're walking towards, because you're like, you know what? If I don't do it for myself, then how is this ever going to get done? So I'm just going to get on my little horse here, and I'm going to move towards what it is that I desire, right? And I feel like the energy is there, right? Everything is there, and I feel like things are going to move kind of quickly for you, and it's almost going to be like you're going to second guess it. And again, remember I said that you overthink something. I feel like this might be it. I feel this opportunity comes in, and then you start to overthink it. Am I making the right decision? Is this the right move? And so forth, right? So I feel like you are doing that, and I feel like you're going to move towards it anyway, and you're going to be excited that you did, because it is something that you truly desire. It is something that you have been wanting, right? Because it is a wish fulfillment. Then we have the Three of Wands, where we're like, okay, let me look out into the world. Let me see what it is that I want, right? It's time for a new experience. It's time to create something different in our life. It's time to pursue and broaden our horizons, right? Let's get inspired. Let's get excited. Let's feel adventurous, right? That Knight of Wands. And let's do this, right? Let's do what is right for us and what is meant for us. Let's do that, right? So as you move forward, you start to reap your rewards. You start to be, you know, people are noticing you and your work and your talent, and you keep moving. You're moving in the right direction. Okay, definitely moving in the right direction. So I wouldn't question anything. I wouldn't overthink it. I know easier said than done, because, you know, I'm a double Gemini and I overthink everything, right? Even if it's good. And I'm like, what the world? How did this happen, right? Is this real? Is this, you know, meant for me to, is it meant, you know, all of those things. All right, Six of Swords. Love it. You see what the cards say? Do you see how it's all talking about movement forward and leaving a stressful situation? You're definitely being guided, okay? Because if we look at the Six of Swords, you are here, right? This is you in the boat, and someone is leading you towards a place where it's going to be bring you a lot of success, a lot of happiness, and a lot of joy in something that you truly want. And this is what you want. This is, you know, Spirit is saying, I've heard your prayers. I know what you want. Don't think I don't. It's just I gotta align everything in perfect timing, right? Everything has to involve in perfect timing. And then Spirit is like, just get in the boat. I'm gonna guide you. Don't worry about it. We're gonna move away from this because there is a different change of scenery. So change of job, move of house, because the Knight of Wands is also a move of house. It could be a change of, it's a change of scenery. Okay, so either way, whether it is, you know, again, your job or what have you, there it is. The Six of Swords is saying, you know what, we're going to do this and we're going to move away from this and we're going to move towards something that is meant for us. Okay, and you, whatever you, and remember I said with the Sun card that you were being protected. So there is protection for you through this journey and through this transition. But I do see wherever you're going to move towards a time where it's going to be a little bit more peaceful, right? A little bit more joyful, where you're able to laugh and where you're able to just relax, where you're able to really be more creative. Okay, and I feel like you're going to be able to use all of your experiences that you have in with this process. Okay, so it looks amazing, you guys. I wouldn't question anything. I know, again, easier said than done, but I do feel like wherever it is that you're being led to, that is where you're meant to be. That is where you're going to shine. That is where Spirit says, I heard you, I know what you want, and I'm going to make it happen for you. And then the bonus card is this Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands talks about things happening very quickly. And remember, I did say that things were going to happen very quickly and you were going to be second guessing how quick that was. Well, the Eight of Wands, it says that it's time for action, right? It's time for things to manifest. It's time for you to move forward with your plans, with ambition. There could be travel. There's a lot of conversations here. There's a lot of news that is coming in for you. So that also is there. Let me kind of move this back just a tad. There we go. So that's also there for you, saying that, hey, things are about to change for you. Things are going to get better for you. You know, again, fast moving energy here. So let's go ahead and clarify. Divine Universe, my Spirit, Guardian Angels, clarify this reading for Gemini. Let's clarify without honesty and integrity, please, for Gemini. September 29th through October 5th. Let me move this on the back. October 5th, 2025, please. Give us the clarity that we need. All right. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with that Knight of Wands, because it is the center of the reading. It is driving the energy. It is driving you, where it's telling you, hey, Gemini, get on the horse. Let's go. Let's go. What are you waiting for, right? So, Spirit, let's clarify this Knight of Wands, please, for Gemini. What is this Knight of Wands all about? What is this energy all about for Gemini? The Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands for Gemini, please. Knight of Wands for Gemini. I really do feel like, again, Gemini, things are you're being protected and you're being guided towards somewhere that is going to be better for you. Let me take a quick drink. I'm sorry. All right. The Knight of Wands for Gemini, please. Whoa. Okay. So all these cards fell out, but only one flipped up. So we're going to take that. And that is the Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. And again, this is our energy, right? The Knight of Swords is Gemini energy or air energy, right? And I feel like with this Knight of Swords, this is about determination. This is about you saying, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to worry about this. I'm not going to be I'm not going to fear this change. I'm going to move with the fullest of my confidence, and I'm going to keep going, right? I do feel like, you know, again, you are being very reasonable about how you move forward, but I do feel like your inspiration is taking over, right? It's giving you that motivation that you need to move forward with your great ideas, with your plans, with, you know, and again, this is going to be very fast, because not only do we have the Knight of Wands, now we have the Knight of Swords, and it's going to be very fast, especially with this Eight of Wands underneath that, right? So I feel like with this is just determination, getting it done, and this energy is going to overpower you to help you transition through this, okay? Because sometimes we can have an opportunity present itself, but because we overthink it, we can lose that opportunity. And Spirit is saying, no, I'm guiding you and I'm protecting you, and this is for you. So I'm going to give you that motivation and that determination and the faith. Number one, the faith that you need to step out that door, right? To take this opportunity, to get on that horse, to get in this boat, because I'm guiding you. Please don't fight this, right? It's like, don't go against me, because this is for you. All right, perfect. What about this Eight of Wands, please? Because that Eight of Wands is there, and that is, underneath the center, it's still the center. We're going to go ahead and clarify that. What about this Eight of Wands, please, for Gemini? What about this Eight of Wands? What is this fast-moving energy about, please, for Gemini? What is this Eight of Wands about for Gemini, please? What is this Eight of Wands about for Gemini? My allergies are kicking in, you guys. I'm sorry. We have the Three of Cups. Whatever this news is, it's going to bring celebration. It's going to bring happiness. It's going to bring, joy. All of those things, right? Excuse me, I had to take a drink. It's going to be, again, whatever this news is, it has you so excited about it that you're celebrating. We also got the Four of Cups in reverse, and I love that, because the Four of Cups in reverse is like, I can do this. I'm excited about this. I'm going to move in this direction that is for me, right? Full of motivation, right? And support and courage. You have all of that, and I feel there's a lot of excitement there. There's a lot of fun, and of course there is, because we also had that Three of Cups, right? So the Four of Cups in reverse. Again, if you look at her face, she's excited, she's happy, she's like, yes, this is what I needed. And because with this news brought you that motivation, right? Things always, when good things happen for us, we get excited, we find inspiration, we find that motivation, we find that determination, and then we celebrate that, right? So here it is, and I feel like you're ready for this. This is the time that Spirit said that you are ready for this opportunity. This is meant for you, and no one can take it from you but you, right? It's the decisions that you make. Okay, listen carefully. It's the decisions that you make that can determine whether you're going to move forward or you're going to stay stuck. So keep that in mind as things start to change for you, because that Wheel of Fortune is like, things are going to change in a very good way and spinning in your favor. So let's go ahead and clarify that Wheel of Fortune, Spirit. Let's clarify this Wheel of Fortune for Gemini. What is this Wheel of Fortune all about for Gemini? What is this Wheel of Fortune about for Gemini, please? What is this about? The Tower. Now, I like the Tower because, especially in this deck, well, actually in all the decks, because the Tower does signify some kind of a change, right? And the Wheel of Fortune is like, hey, things are about to spin in a very good way. I just need you to hold on, because the Tower is going to come in and it's going to break down the things that need to be broken down, right? So the Tower says there's a change in the wind that brings new beginnings, right? Dramatic changes and a new outlook in life and new ideas, unexpected change. And remember, I told you that there was some kind of change that was going to happen. Well, here it is. The Tower says, expect the unexpected. There's going to be a change in your career or your position, maybe a business, maybe whatever it might be, your foundation, whatever it might be for you, that is going to change for you. Okay, so expect the good, right? Expect a very positive change. And I feel like you already have that. Like, you already know, like, deep down, that that's what you want. Okay, now I do feel, though, we need to be careful with those people that might have a little bit of envy, that might be envious of you or jealous of you. And I think that's why in the reading earlier, I said that you were kind of keeping it to yourself. You're keeping it in your heart. because you know this, right? You're like, well, I'm not going to share a whole lot, just enough, right? Just enough. I had a mentor that said less is more. So there you go. All right, Spirit, let's go ahead and let's talk about the Eight of Cups. What is this Eight of Cups bringing to Gemini? What are they walking towards? This Eight of Cups, please. Wow. The Nine of Pentacles. You are walking into a time where you're, again, going to be able to really enjoy your life. Really be able to have more than enough, right? Not having to depend on no one, enjoying your confidence, no financial worries. Your environment is going to change, right? And I feel like nothing is going to stand in your way of achieving your goals, of achieving your the stability, right? Your independence, if you will. Nothing is standing in your way of achieving this independence, because this is something that you truly wanted, and that is what you're walking towards. And we already saw that with the Ten of Pentacles there, right? We already know you're going towards something that is going to be an overflow of an abundance, an overflow of a success, an overflow of all the things that you deserve. Amazing. Amazing. All right, let's talk about the Six of Swords. Whoa. Let me go ahead and do a quick shuffle. Six of Swords, please, for Gemini. Six of Swords for Gemini. Six of Swords for Gemini. So we have the Emperor. And the Emperor is Aries energy. And I feel like with this, it's telling me that you are leveling up, right? You are becoming your boss, right? You are becoming that ruler of your destination, of wherever it is you go, right? You're in control now. You're like, nope, this is I'm going to follow my lead, right? I'm following I'm following God's plan for me, and I'm not going to let anyone take that away from me. So I feel, again, you are in control of moving in the direction that you are meant to move in. And I feel like there's a lot of ambition here, right? Because you want this. This is your wish fulfillment. Because you want this, you're not going to let anyone take that away from you. And that is the mentality that you have to have, unfortunately, right? Sometimes I know we get excited and we want to share our journeys with everybody, but not everybody has our best, what is that? Have our best interests at heart. So you have to keep, again, less is more in mind, and only share bits and pieces that you want to share, right? Nothing more, nothing less, just enough, right? And maybe not even that, because sometimes, again, with all of the haters that I see surrounding, because the Tower comes and removes all of that, right? So does the Wheel of Fortune, because where you've been, there has been no growth. There has been no success. There has been no happiness. As Spirit says, no. You deserve the sun. You deserve to be free. You deserve joy. You deserve success. You deserve all of your wish fulfillments. So Spirit is saying, get in the boat. I'm taking you here. Don't let anyone move. Don't let anyone deter you from that or change your mind from that, right? Because this is what is meant for you. All right, I think I'm going to end it here. I think that Spirit has said a lot. I feel like, the cards are very straightforward here. And the fact that we know that there's going to be a lot of changes coming up very quickly, especially with, the Eight of Wands being there, and the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. This is really fast moving energy. And again, if something does come your way and it's very quick, let's just go with it, right? Let's just give the praise to our God, or whoever you believe in, and accept this journey and know that it's going to be better for you. And it's going to be you're going to be in a situation where you're going to glow, right? It's like a glow up, if you will, within you, right? And your surroundings, and it's very favorable. Okay, so you are definitely being guided. You're being guided, you're being protected, and it's just your decision that is going to either allow you to make your wish fulfillment or break your wish fulfillment. So again, pay attention to that, right? Know that you have the ability to move in the direction that you want. Don't let anyone put anything in your head, because then you start to second guess it. Stay strong. Stay like this emperor and get in the boat, right? That Six of Swords, and move with it. Go with it. All right? I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button below. Check out the playlist. I'll put it at the end of the video. And thank you for checking out my online store where I hand make and crochet all the items myself. As you see, I've got my pumpkins displayed for fall. And until next time.